Hi everybody, how are you doing? This video today is for everybody who wants to learn English, and I'm gonna give you my tips from a person who learned English by her own. Very important thing, I am not a teacher, and are the tips from a person who have learned everything on her own with the resources that she had at the time. I've been learning English since I was 11, 12 maybe, so about 10 years now, because I am turning 22 this year, so it's been a long journey. I cannot say to you that it was like this for me to learn, but it was not that difficult. I know English and I can speak English very clear since I was 15, so it was about like three and a half years for me to learn and know how to speak and communicate myself with people. So it's important for me to say that this video contains tips from my own experience and from a person who wanted desperately to learn English, to understand the music that she listened to and her idols. So if I were you and I wanted to start learning English from the scratch, I would say to you, consume a lot of content in English. Consume everything in English. Vlogs on YouTube. The type of music that you listen to needs to be in English. You need to be consuming news. You need to be searching for things in English so you can put this in your brain. Your brain needs to be very used to listening how English sounds in the real life. You know, you need to be doing this, because if you live in a country where the main language it's not English, you're not going to be using English, you're not going to be listening to English in your daily life. I would consume a lot of YouTube. I mean, like, YouTube was my bestie since the day one of me learning English. I had a lot of classes in YouTube. I watched a lot of content in YouTube, a lot of movies, everything. You can search for a lot of things on YouTube. YouTube is your best friend for you to really have the habit to be listening to English, making your ears used to listening to the language you're learning. English is the language that connects people with the world. Everything. You can search for anything in English. You will have a lot of resources if you don't know nothing of English, because if it's your first day and you're trying to learn from the scratch, learn the basic of grammar. And the basic of grammar, I would say to be verb and the simple past verb, because with these types of verbs you can form like basics but a lot of sentences. So you can start trying to speak with people, trying to write sentences with these basics grammar structures. So do not think that grammar isn't important, because it is. If you are already consuming English and you already are studying the basics of grammar, you can already start writing. This is the best, guys. That's how I started. I started writing a journal, and that's how I developed my thoughts in English, the way I wanted to say and express things. That's how I learned how to express myself in the best way I could. And you start writing about your days. You don't start like writing an article. That's not how it works. You start with the basics, and with the basics you go evolving and you get better at it. Okay? Reading. You need to start reading. And why do I say that? Because that is how you know different words, and that's how you know how to say basic things in different ways, so you can sound more natural and more fluent. And I mean, like, I don't know about you guys, but I love reading. It's hard to learn new words, and you start to learn new ways for you to say basic things. Your English makes you need to speak. And how do you practice your speaking? This: record yourself speaking in English, record yourself talking about your day, record yourself trying to read a essay that you wrote When you record yourself, you can practice how you pronounce words, and you can notice how you pronounce them, and you can correct yourself, and you can see your progress, you know, because within 2-3 months you see how you changed and how you pronounce words differently from when you started. The main reason why I learned English in my life was because I wanted to travel the world. I still want, because I still haven't got the chance, but I will in the future. Still didn't have the opportunity to go outside to practice my English with real people, but that's how I speak today, practicing to myself, speaking to myself in the mirror and faking monologues. And I mean, this is how I got here. I'm very proud of my path in learning English, and I still want to learn more languages. I mean, it's a passion of mine, and I think it's great that I have learned all of this by myself. Maybe I'm not perfect, maybe my English has its mistakes when I'm speaking, but I honestly don't care. I am learning every day. I haven't stopped learning since I started. English is something that connects us with the world and connects us with people in different cultures and different things, and I do think it's very important. So still here on this video and you want to learn English and it's something that you really want to, I encourage you 100% to start trying and to start studying the way you can with the things you can. I never ever in my life paid a teacher. I'm not saying that it is not important, but it was my life. I didn't have the money at the time, and I didn't have the opportunity to get a teacher, because if I would do, and I would have had a teacher, but I didn't, and I'm here today. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have anything to say to me, the comments are open for you guys. Hope this helped, really hope this helped, and see you in the next video. Bye!